everyone. Abstract Tiger Productions here. I am Chris.
I am Drew.
And we are back with another episode of Doctor Who? Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Nobody knows. The Doctor probably don't even know anymore.
River knows.
River
knows the Doctor's
River
name.
knows, yes.
And so does the Master, I do believe.
Yeah, because they grew up together. But
unless that's going to get retconned as well.
Well,
by this timeless child nonsense.
Who knows? Last time on Doctor Who, we had Sontarans invading time, Earth's time,
yes,
specifically. Let's see, we had one of your favorite history things being ruined.
Yes, the Crimean War. That. Oh my gosh. The Charge of the Light Brigade, one of the best poem short stories ever written, and they took one line from it, and the rest of it just went... And you know why? Because Skak wanted to ride a horse. That's why. That's why. Skak wanted to ride a horse.
Yes.
And that made me so upset. I was re-watching our episode.
I wanted to ride a horse.
Yeah.
Well, he did.
I was re-watching our episode after you edited it and, uploaded and all that stuff. And it got to that part, and we both had this dumbfounded look on our face because you had said exactly that.
Did I? I thought
you said Sontaran's on a horse.
No. That was the time when it was like near the beginning before the Sontarans showed up when they were on the battlefield. Yeah. It's like, oh, maybe it's the Sontarans, and then the Sontarans showed up. It's like, okay.
Yes, but at some point, one of us said the Sontarans were on a horse, and then Skak was like, I wanted to ride a horse, and we're like, we had this look on our face. Hopefully you watched the video before watching this one, but if you haven't, go back and watch our episode 2 reaction and wait for that scene and just look on our faces like, what writing was that? No Sontaran we have met up until this point would have made that dumb of a comment. Well, with the exception of Skak, apparently. And then also we thought everybody was Strax.
Yeah, which so sad. I was while I was editing that, it was just like, oh my gosh, we need to stop. None of them is Strax. None of them is going to be Strax.
I'm surprised that you didn't put like a counter of how many times we guessed someone was Strax at that point.
Well, that
Strax?
was...
Dang it.
that was pre-rebuild of the system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No fun editing on the last one.
Well, yeah, there was. You didn't get all the way through to the end.
I thought I did.
It's not Altuma.
No, I never got that far then. I didn't finish the whole episode then. I guess I stopped when the actual episode stopped. I didn't watch that after.
So you never watched that discussion. Okay.
No, I didn't watch the after discussion. I was sick. Okay, little behind the scenes for you. I was laid up in bed for 3 days with a fever over 100, fully vaccinated. So I know it wasn't COVID, but it was not a pleasant time. And every time it was like, he would text me and be like, are we filming? And it was like, tomorrow? Maybe? Next time. Okay, are we filming? Friday? Maybe?
No, not Friday because I had things going on.
Friday you had things going on.
Yeah.
Friday was the only night I didn't have anything going on. I had to give up my Ghostbusters tickets. I had Ghostbusters opening night tickets with my family, and because I wasn't feeling well, we had to give them up.
All right. So, also, we had basically a two-prong attack. With Dan in the back home.
Yep.
With a walk.
Yes.
That was the other thing. The walk joke came back. I loved that. That was great. And then the Doctor in the past. Also.
1855.
Yeah. And the
The TARDIS locked her out.
The TARDIS, yeah, when they first arrived, yes. Like, no doors. And that's where the tumor thing came from.
Mm.
You have to watch that, because it's funny.
Okay.
And then, at the very end, we all kind of catch up, sort of. Yeah, we kind of catch up. Everybody's kind of sort of back together, except Yaz and Vinder are now stand-ins for
the Mori.
The Mori at the Atropos.
The Temple of Atropos.
Temple of Atropos. And everybody's confused again.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then...
Except for Swarm. Swarm knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, Swarm and Azure knows what's going on. And then we have the silent other antagonist, the Passenger.
Yeah.
Who knows who that is? Yeah, he was... Yeah, okay. Apparently there's dumb silent muscle, kind of like the third guy from Superman 2 of Zod's crew.
Everybody that actually knows who that man is now attacking you in the comments. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about the guy personally, okay?
No.
He played the character of
he
a dumb
did play the
strong
character.
guy. Okay, strong
but
guy.
People know who he is. He has a name.
Well, okay. I just don't know it at the moment.
Okay.
Granted, there is the two different versions. There's the Man of Steel version of Zod and Co.
Yes.
And then you had the Superman 2.
Yes.
Which I've seen the director's cut of that, and I think I like it better than the theatrical release. Because he actually kind of sort of made it like it was. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Getting off topic and then back on topic immediately.
I was going to say, the only thing I have to say about Superman 2 is when he throws the shield.
That was in the theatrical release, not in his.
I know. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
The cellophane
like Superman 2. Yes.
It's like, that was dumb.
When Superman throws his mighty shield. Anyways.
And it crinkles like... I can't think of anything.
Cling wrap.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Star Trek,
wrap.
Superman, crossover. It's a Klingon. Boom.
I'm gonna do the the Picard thing again. All right. Well, I guess we should jump into this next episode and figure out what's going on. If they give like I said last time, I want one more answer.
Yeah.
Just one. At minimum.
I actually think this episode we're gonna find out what happens to Claire. Because they didn't talk about her at all.
No, they did not show at all what happened to her.
Nothing with Weeping Angels either.
Or what's her face? The Dan.
No, you're right. They didn't.
Diane.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't know. We never said what happened to her. I don't even know what. I mean, are they friends or more than that? I don't know. They were supposed to go and have drinks together.
Yes,
but that could just be a friend thing.
Right.
So
the one resolution I like to figure out is what was up with the.
I don't think they're going to show that until maybe, I don't know. They could start with that. They could not. Who knows?
We're just going to rewind like 20 years and then have to build it all the way back up. And then the sixth part of this 6-part series is going to be them back in the temple. And the Doctor's going to have some clever way to stop the snap.
Put a finger right between the two. I can't snap. Oh, so anyway, kind of like the old.
Gone for the head.
Like the Looney Tunes stick the finger in the barrel of the gun. Yeah. Anyways, all right. Well, let's get ready to get this started. Right? Ready? Yes.
Indeed.
No? Okay. All right.
Explain, Murray.
Oh yeah, and the repair. Can you repair? And then they were like, "No, you are identified," and then they died.
Tell me what you want.
All in good time.
Bell's story. Who's Bell? I don't know a Bell. Oh, Dalek.
Hello, Dalek.
The Dalek sector is growing. Thought I'd made it out, but they just keep spreading. Because the maps definitely don't make any sense anymore.
She has Ray hair.
Days.
She has gray hair and she looks like Rose.
Everything is disrupted.
Like clothing wise.
What happened to the
This
lighting?
isn't about
The
Dallin.
sun just turned
For
off.
once,
Yes.
they're not
Why?
worries me.
I had no idea.
At least we understand them. You and me, my love, we fought them.
Ah! What is that? Ah!
From nowhere.
Okay, they went
Feasting
bye-bye.
on the wreckage, coming for the survivors of the flux. But nothing is gonna stop me from getting to you.
Not doing a very good job of answering questions there.
More questions. Don't want. Once. Chapter.
Once upon a time.
I
Once
spent my life walking into new places and weighing things up fast. Who's who? Who has the power? Who's in danger? How fast danger is coming? Also, how likely my friends are to die.
What?
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 Literally, we're in the heart of the time storm. Sheltering in broken time.
Oop!
Damn! Time is pulling you back. I'm coming to get you.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, hello.
Did you get in here? No. Not me as well. I have too much to do.
What? But
Where are we on aerial?
Aerial shell are now complete. Show the weakened primary defenses to give us away.
what? Okay, this is different.
Enough equipment remaining to reach the entrance.
You said come prepared. We also have temple erasure options, should we require them.
Where is this? When is this?
She loves doing that. She so loves doing that.
I do love doing that. Should block the temple hazing. You back with us? We need to get this job done and end the siege of Atropos.
Atropos. That's where I found you. Risking our lives to save others. The usual. On my command. The universe. is
She's
alive.
acting more like a war doctor in this
I was
particular.
thinking the exact same thing.
And okay. Oh. Okay, everybody's. Oh dear. The weird blue dots are in this. That are,
Yes.
No, just that thoughts are so.
wait, what?
Doesn't matter. When is this?
When is this? Oh! Wait. What? This is a temple.
Yes.
Have we done this before? Why am I here?
I was waiting. You didn't come. Where were you, Dan? Where were you, Dan?
What?
Swarmer. No, it's passenger.
No, that's passenger.
Passenger, the passenger. Passenger, comma, the. I don't know.
Doctor, what are you doing?
I can't hold on to everything.
Sounds like, have you seen what?
Yes.
She's a cop again.
What?
We don't care.
But the doctor.
Come here for this price, when the half price, 3 doors down, and she said that she was so snotty.
This is like a multiverse thing.
Yeah.
And who's losing out? It's not even often that bothered about satsumas. Doctor?
Oh.
You alright? Yeah.
Oh, weeping angel in the mirror.
Yep.
Objects in mirror may appear closer
Facts.
than. Oh,
Okay.
what?
Trying to break through to your time stream, but there's a barrier like something's trying to keep me out.
There we are. All gone now.
Uh huh. Oh boy.
I made a judgment call and it came off. That's what we trained for. I remember this. But it wasn't you. You weren't here.
Commander,
Yes.
the potion is yours.
No. Okay.
Sir, it's an honor.
It is. Make sure you remember that. Do not let the Grand Serpent down.
The Grand Serpent. Okay. Oh! Hello.
Oh wow, supersized Moray. Wait,
Supersized Moray. Okay.
And why would Dan Yaz and that lad there?
You have put yourself at risk in here, Doctor. Time is playing games with you all. Time resists, it is pulling you back.
Listen up, Ravagers. You are intruders in the Temple of Atropos. The temple is surrounded. There's no way out of here, and no way off this planet. We've come to reclaim what you took.
Swarm, Azure, and Passenger are just chilling.
Tell your remaining troops to surrender now, or they'll have me to answer to.
Oh!
What?
What?
And are you? What are you doing in my reflection?
What are you doing here?
Is this the Atropos defense systems?
I'm you, which means this is my past.
Okay.
I'm in a memory.
What do you mean you're me? Nah, I don't think so.
I'm your future. I threw myself into a time storm here in the future to protect myself and my friends, but it threw me down into my own time stream in the middle of a memory that I've lost, and I'm losing control of it all.
No time to admire yourself, boss. Bit of praise for the effective reducer wouldn't go amiss.
Yeah, you're pretty smart for a
Who are
dog.
they then? What is their reflection? If
Tell me who you are, all of you.
This temporal hazing gets any worse, we'll have to relieve her of command. We can't risk the mission. Final attack. Retake the chamber. Retake the planet. You'll be free of all this. That's the point, isn't it?
If you say so.
I want to see who they actually are.
Facts.
I remember how this ends.
If you've thrown yourself into a time storm, and that storm's thrown you in here, you might never get back.
And my friends will die, submerged in their own time stream.
When we're on a front begun!
Up.
Don't shoot! Why are
Do it in the
you
1820 again.
That guy.
down here? I'm trying to get out.
What? Oh, did blue dot things again.
Is that what you were firing at? No. Those mites.
Oh.
I've
okay.
seen them remove people and objects from this mortal plane.
I tried to hide you, but you keep fidgeting out of your time stream. I'm over here. Hang on. Push it through. Wait.
It's not me. The world keeps moving.
I'm hiding you here in your own time stream while I try and get the Mori into place. But it's hard. I mean, borderline impossible. Time is breaking, hunting down anomalies. Which means there's a problem, another problem, a lot of problems. Not that I want to worry you, because I don't, but I have, so sorry. I'll fix this. Just don't disappear!
I don't think he has much of a choice.
And anytime I think we find a brief sanctuary, well, life proves
I wonder if
me
she's
wrong.
connected to Vinder.
I don't know.
Because apparently this is the cyber sector now.
What?
Cyber army.
Cyberman?
Cyberman now. Okay.
And in the dark moments, I think the bad guys won.
You have two tasks as Guardian of the Grand Serpent. Protect me and record the meeting so there's no misunderstandings later. The Alphoria want an alliance where we shelter them under our security protocols. In return, they provide our population with food safety for generations to come.
Everybody wins.
I don't think you're supposed
What?
to give an opinion.
Supremacy, I didn't mean.
You got my seed. Do you want to be me?
Okay, he's a little paranoid or something. What?
I was already expressing solidarity. Supremacy, my apologies.
I don't need solidarity from a group. What I need is for you to be silent and do as you're ordered.
Oh,
Understood.
not a very nice guy. 'Cause-
I don't want to relive this. Yes? Again? What are you doing here?
Ah.
So bad at this. I took it upon myself to jump into one of the burned out Morris places. To divert you from having to absorb the time force.
But if time would have overwhelmed me, what's he going to do to you?
Yeah, well, I've got a bit more practice.
Okay.
And the Mori are connected. We're hiding you, all of you, in your own time streams. The details are wrong. Yes, I think there's something wrong with your time stream. Yaz.
What was that? Oh, Weeping Angel.
What is up with the Weeping Angels, man?
There are angels disrupting your time stream.
Oh boy.
Cheese and crackers.
Okay.
Quit the game. Is that worked?
Oh, okay.
You have to keep your eyes on it. If the angel gets you, it will propel you back in time. I won't know where you are. You could be lost forever, and I won't be able to find you. Yaz, I'm being pulled away.
Oh, here we go.
Whoops.
If you don't stop killing things, we'll kill you.
If there's further death or bloodshed, your punishments will be worse.
Oh, these are the Ravagers from Fugitive. Okay.
Isolation prison terms for the infinite duration of the universe.
Working for the division must be so compromising.
You've already lost. I'm just trying to reason with you.
How can we have lost?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
many hostages. A holding entity able to store what it has captured within. A living prison
Ooh.
Okay.
with endless capacity. Hundreds of thousands of life forms locked away within each passenger. 5 passengers. Millions of lives.
Kept the list, have ya? Kept the numbers.
One passenger destroyed.
It is heresy.
And see how many lives it has cost.
Keep away from it.
Nope.
That's the second. Is that passenger meant to glow like that?
Mori.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me you did not bring them here.
You were warned.
They shall not have this!
You know the thing about a passenger form. You'd better be sure you know where they've been, or everything that's held inside them. Waiting for my command.
Now you come, Mori.
This is your time!
No! The Mori must not be allowed back in. They are banished.
Yep. Wait.
Carnice's weapon.
Carnice? Yes.
We shall not be contained! Get them transported out.
So that means he's Carnice.
Maybe. Or
Since
at
we're
least
not
he's
seeing his real form.
Or he's one of the
Lupari.
Lapari. Yeah.
Need your help.
Interesting.
You and me together. We save my friends in the future by replicating what happened in the past. Same problem, same solution.
Okay, and we're back here again with the random lady.
Bell. With one L.
Yeah.
Dalek Empire expanding over here. Sontaran sector spread over here. And us. Exiting the cyber zone as fast as we can. Wait, what's that?
Okay.
That must be a really good blaster if it was able to take out Cybermen that quick.
Yeah.
So what is happening to time? I mean, I get what happened with the flux, but something has started affecting time.
Correct. Flux event affected the planet time. Temporal center panel hole.
No idea what that means. Over what? There's barely anything left. The universe is disappearing.
All that is left shall be ours. The sight of victory shall be ultimate.
It shall be hollow. In the end, it'll come down to you fighting each other, wiping each other out. Actually, it's quite a good thing.
What is your mission?
What?
What is your mission?
I am one person out in a broken universe. My mission doesn't impinge on you.
I must record.
Fine. Just put love.
Incorrect. Love is not a mission. Love is an emotion. Emotions are not missions.
And that's why you're dead on the floor, and I put you there. Love is the only mission. Idiot.
Okay. Still, it doesn't answer the question, though.
Right?
I'm gonna get us to where we need to be, and who we need to be with.
They need to have an accident.
Okay.
That's important. They're involved in an unexpected tragedy. Natural disaster. Landslide. Hunting accident. You decide. You don't need to tell me. But they have to die.
Very unscrupulous person. Whoever this.
And you want to make this official?
They're dead. You saw the reports. An accident on the lunar range.
You want to report that the Grand Serpent is responsible?
It was his condition for the Alliance.
There's no evidence on the recording.
No, he asked me to stop the recording. I took an oath. I swore my loyalty to our Constitution, not to any one person. Something bigger, more important. Don't make me relive this bit. People need to know the truth. Submit it.
Sit down, Commander.
Okay. So that's how he ended up on a space station for who knows how long,
Yeah.
by himself, doing nothing.
Time's correcting. Our father report for division.
I've seen that before.
Oi. You know
Yep.
the rules. Don't touch what you can't afford.
Ha
Each other.
Temporal haze and getting to the boss again. Time to move.
Bring the passengers. We'll extract the hostages back on board the ship.
No.
You can't force me out!
Yes, they can. Apparently.
Where am I?
You think you can navigate all those time streams without anyone noticing?
Who are you?
You're fighting a lost cause. You need to stop.
Lost causes are my speciality.
Not this time. There'll be no glory awaiting you on this one.
Where are we? And how do you know me and I don't know you?
Always the wrong questions. This universe is over, Doctor.
And you get to call it, do you?
Everything has its time. Nothing is forever. Nothing is certain. Not you, and not this universe you seem to love so much. The flux wasn't an accident. It wasn't a naturally occurring event. It was made. It was placed.
What?
Because of you.
What are you talking about?
All is ending. And don't come looking for this. You can go.
I will not go.
Yeah.
No! Pull me back! Pull me back! I want to go back in there! I have to get back in! Doctor, it's okay! It's not okay!
Right, Doctor?
Dan Lewis, we have something of yours.
Uh-oh.
You're not the only one who can hide things in passenger, Doctor.
That's...
Where am I now? Dan? I can't get to you!
What happened to you? What are you doing here?
Stay there, Dan.
I've got to get to her.
You can't. You mustn't.
Of course I can. Get off me.
Do as you're told. You have no idea what you're dealing with. I do. Stay there.
Sorry, what is this?
Stick your head in. Go on.
Careful, you might get black goo on you. Whoa!
Is this a TARDIS?
Wait, he knows what a TARDIS is?
It is, isn't it? I didn't even think these were real. Wait. This can get me home.
What?
All this time.
Oh, okay.
We'll get Vinda home. We'll rescue Diane. We'll find out who's behind the flux and what it's got to do with me.
Why would it have anything to do with you?
Does everything have to be a discussion? Go on.
Wow. This doctor likes to snap.
Did you repair? Can you repair?
What?
I really hope so.
coming, Binder. We waited. I know we're looking and we're close. We'll be there soon. Me and your beautiful as your unborn child.
What? Okay.
No. I have to find someone.
Hey, it's a lost cause.
No. I know she would have been here. I need to find her.
Stay in touch. Whenever you need us, press 0. It's a direct line to us. Be safe.
Oh!
Oh, come on.
Doctor!
Is that you yelling?
What's the matter?
What's that?
A weeping angel. Don't blink.
Why not?
The angel has the TARDIS.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's an interesting way to end the episode.
Okay.
Those 1, 2, 3, 4 words right there.
The angel has the TARDIS.
Angel
What?
has the TARDIS.
What? Why does the angel have the TARDIS?
Why was the angel perceptible? They were watching it move things around, but she wasn't covering her face. It was still, stuck in motion.
Yeah.
But I thought the whole point is you're not supposed to see their face unless they're attacking. That's why it makes it so scary, because you see this every time until it comes time for the grab.
I don't know. Maybe it didn't care.
Do you see the scratches going across
Yeah.
his face, though?
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness.
Have... Wow, okay. Yeah.
I hate Weeping Angels so much.
I gathered that after the last episode, but this one just kind of like triggered you again.
I don't like Weeping Angels. I mean, they're a great character. I don't do well with jump scares, and they're like the
epitome of a jump scare.
Of a jump scare, essentially.
I was epitome, but
epitome,
yes.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking they're female, so queens.
Okay, sure.
Anyways,
Yes.
So that's literally what they do. Is it's a jump scare.
So I have
many question marks on this one.
I have maybe half an answer, not quite one full answer, but we have a half an answer.
Well, we have one full answer.
Bell
was talking about Bender. That was the one answer we got.
Okay, that was asked and answered in the same.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Yeah, in the same episode, but the whole other from the previous half an answer in the fact that Ruth Doctor was here at Atropos.
Yeah, the fugitive doctor. Yeah, I
working with the division.
Yeah.
Fully, and apparently
Carvanista was her lieutenant.
Carvanista was there of some sort. Yeah.
Well, they kept calling her boss, so I'm assuming that he was working for her.
Yeah.
But does that mean Carvanista has had his mind wiped, or he just doesn't recognize the Doctor in the Jodie Whittaker form? Another question. Because when she approached him, you're the last surviving member of the division, and all that, and he says, we'll settle this later, but
I don't know.
I'm wondering if everybody that had to deal with the Ravagers,
yeah.
Swarm and Azure had to have their mind wiped.
Well,
afterwards, because apparently Swarm and Azure are the only ones that remember anything, and that's barely on Azure's part because apparently she went into hiding at some point, which is just
it
as
was
confusing.
put in hiding.
Yeah,
or put because of what the Doctor said. You do this, and everything's going to be wrong or bad for you. It kind of maybe pull on a little bit of when David Tennant's Doctor in the Family of Blood little two-parter.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he'd put them in each of the different little spaces and whatnot. And,
so that they could have immortality.
Or something. Or as punishment or whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of something like that. I got that feel.
Yeah.
So... But still, apparently the Daleks, Sontarans, and Cybermen are fighting over what's left of the universe.
Yes.
They have their sectors. I don't...
And then apparently we had an architect that looks like a gardener. An old woman gardening.
Who is that?
Exactly. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking,
Who is that? I mean,
this universe is coming to an end. The flux was man-made.
Artificial.
Because of you, Doctor.
Why? I'm just... Question.
Answer now, please. We're not halfway through the 6-part series.
This is halfway. This is number 3.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We are now halfway.
Yeah, okay, I thought you said we're not. I'm like, wait. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are now halfway through this 6-part series, and we have more questions than answers than we did in the first one. I had 6 on the first episode. I would say that the last episode, with the exception of the Thanos snap, was pretty self-contained. It was all about the Sontarans on Earth.
Yeah, that was very linear. It didn't produce too many questions.
Except for the Thanos snap.
Except for who the Moray was, what the Atropos was, what Planet Time was, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I'm really, really getting vibes of E-Space here. To a certain degree. A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... For those of you who know Classic Who, the E-Space, there was like about 3 stories that happened in a little bubble universe, or the exospace time continuum, which they described it in the thing is like, if you do in algebra, when you plot a graph, you have the positive up at the top and then the negative at the bottom. It's like each point has its own alternate, there's a X and
every
Y.
point has its absolute value.
Yes, absolute value. For those of you who don't know what that is or not, that's like positive 2y, positive 2, or positive 2x, positive 2y. There's a negative 2x and a negative 2y.
Yeah.
But yeah, just don't try to find this place. And then you can go, and then just, okay, you can't make me go, but she did. Whoever that was.
Yeah.
I don't...
So when are they saying that, and I may have missed this when it came out, where Chris did like an interview or something like that, but where are they saying that the Fugitive Doctor takes place in the timeline of Regenerations? Is it pre-1?
Pre-Hartnell. Pre-William Hartnell.
Pre-William Hartnell.
Yes.
So, technically speaking, this is pre-black and white. No, like, seriously, because it was black and white up until Pertwee.
Yes, I know.
Troughton,
it's just the way the Troughton. Yes,
Troughton was a little bit of color right at the very end, but I'm pretty sure.
No, the very first episode of John Pertwee's Doctor, he was the first color episode.
Oh, okay. Then I might have seen a colorized version then.
Yeah, there have been fans and stuff like that who have done that sort of thing, like the colorization of the Doctor's regeneration and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or the colorization of the first Doctor's goodbye speech to Susan. Susan. No. Sorry.
Were you thinking that was our gardener lady?
Yeah. Just for a second. No. Anyways.
Well, this is interesting. So that's coming straight from Chris. Chris said that it was pre-Hartnell? Or that's just the wide theory?
That is the theory itself. I mean, that's the only thing that that would make sense.
Well, see, we didn't know about the War Doctor until it came time to introduce the War Doctor, so I didn't know if it was another
and
one
the
that was,
only
like,
thing,
in the middle.
And that was only because behind the scenes, at the time, Christopher Eccleston said no to coming back.
Right.
They had to scramble and create something new.
For John Hurt. Gotcha.
Right. And that's the reason why the War Doctor even exists, is because Christopher Eccleston, he was supposed to be in that episode as even you know, in the 50th they had to rework it. I don't know what the original scripting was supposed to be, but they had to rework it, and that's what it ended up being. They brought in, it created this War Doctor version during the Time War. Originally it was supposed to be 9.
Okay. See, I wasn't aware of all this.
Yeah, it was going to be 9, going from, or 8, I should say, 8. Kind of like with like a thing at the end, 8 becoming 9 at the end. But obviously Christopher Eccleston didn't want to come back until he found out what was going on, and then it was too late.
Yeah.
And then there was some scheduling issues with Paul McGann, so he wasn't able to
okay
help.
Is that why they did the little mini clip?
Yeah, that's why he was
the Time of the Doctor.
Yeah, the night of the Doctor.
The night of the Doctor. Yeah.
That's
See, I didn't know all this. Just a little backstory. I didn't get into Doctor Who until like right before the 50th. Like, I finished The Name of the Doctor 2 days before the 50th was supposed to come out. I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, when's Doctor Who coming back? And then I found out that it was playing in theaters. So, didn't know anything about it. Didn't know that it was the 50th anniversary. So, that's why I was like, I didn't know that part. But, so I didn't know in regards to if they actually, either Jodie or Chris or anyone like that, actually came out and said, this is why we're introducing the fugitive Doctor, Ruth Doctor, and this is what our intentions are for her, kind of a thing. So, I didn't know if it was one of those things where it was just filling a gap between Doctors and, like, just shoehorning her into the 13.
No.
Or if it was, like, pre-1, which apparently that's what you're saying.
Pre-1, yeah.
That's insane. Okay. So that means that this one didn't even have a TARDIS.
Oh, she had a TARDIS.
No. I mean, the same kind of TARDIS. Because that was the one that was broken down, remember? And
it wasn't broken down. It was just buried in the dirt. That's all it was.
I thought they said that it was in a... like, essentially, they're a Gallifreyan repair shop.
Mm-mm. No, you're talking about the... Okay.
Yeah, help me out, because I'm confused now.
I'm sure that there's, like... One can speculate. The TARDIS has always been the TARDIS throughout the Doctor's lifetimes.
Yeah.
It's just whenever they reset, they come up with a different story for, comparing the two. With whenever, I guess, the division reset the Doctor for this new set, they were, from Hartnell on, they put it in a repair shop. Being repaired, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But the one that was buried at the lighthouse in that particular episode, it's the same one. It's just from much farther in the past.
Okay.
Because it had the same aesthetic, different layout as the first Doctor's.
Right, okay.
Anyways.
I'm going to have to go back and watch that episode again, because I don't remember a lot about Ruth Doctor. I just remember it was a thing.
Yeah.
I watched season 12, or series 12, in I suppose, kind of a haste. And so, I guess I completely glossed over the more minute, fine parts of Ruth.
Yeah, because Ruth didn't even recognize the doctor, obviously, because it wasn't a preacher. And then the doctor, our doctor, I guess you could say, Jodie doctor, didn't recognize it as a past.
Right.
So there's some memory shenanigans going on.
Right.
So, yeah. And the one, and what also led it is that one, and I mentioned this last episode, the one time lady, whenever they did the little mind meld thing, saw Gallifrey be destroyed in Jodie Doctor's head, and was very, very scared and confused. And what? No, can't be. Gallifrey still exists. Yada yada yada. Anyways, I have. I don't know. I
don't have much.
I don't either. I'm just full of more questions. I have. I mean, granted, we get a little bit of backstory through the Doctor hiding, quote unquote, Vinder into his time, because we found out why he got stuck on that space station. He apparently, this Grand Serpent character that is like the ruler. It's supposed to be infallible regardless. Yeah. And he did some very shady things. Yeah. And he paid for it, which unfortunately, under dictator / totalitarian regimes, that happens. Case in point, in our own history, what happened to the one doctor from the Chernobyl incident, when he spoke out at the trial.
Oh. Okay.
And basically put the blame on the state, which that's big no. You can't do that. So yeah. Like I said, I got half an answer. We kind of sort of seen a little bit of how the Atropos came to be, kind of. We know what the passengers are. Now they're just like vessels, coffins. I don't know.
That's morbid.
Yeah. Containers.
There we go.
That, house people, and like millions of them, and Diane is stuck in the last one apparently. And now it's pretty much I have no idea where to go from here. I mean, obviously the Doctor, Yaz, and Dan are going to go try to save Diane. Yeah. And try to unfix the whole, get rid of the flux, I would imagine. Yeah. How to do that so it isn't a thing or whatever. Figure out why it wasn't even created. But do we even now that Vinder has been left behind on this planet, which has obviously been ravaged by the flux, do we follow him anymore?
They made it seem that way because it seems like we're going to be following him and Belle trying to find their way back to each other.
Yeah, but how would that... I mean, what... Okay. And as from a writer standpoint, how does that further the story other than it being a romantic thing? I mean...
If I didn't mishear, if I did not misunderstand, and I'm really hoping I didn't, but I'm partially hoping I did, it sounded like she said that their unborn child name was be Azure.
Okay.
And so that's making me wonder
if the Azure and this Azure is the same.
Exactly. If Vinder is not from present, but he's from way, or I guess not in the present, the future, and not he's from the present, he's from the way in the past, and he's actually Swarm and Azure's dad. That's what I'm thinking, because I don't see any other reason why it would show us this love story, and you'll catch it when you edit it, but and please let me be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that she said,
or Azure baby, or something like that.
Azure, our unborn child.
Yeah. Something to that.
Yeah.
I caught the unborn baby part, and that's what really.
And also, I'm wanting to know if he's been on this post for however long. One, she's not showing, and two, when?
Well, the question is
that would be my question. But apparently,
how
it's
long
happening.
is the rotation? I mean, the rotation it could become way shorter than. I mean, it could be like a couple of hours or something like that, because that's one of the things is this is like our 20,000th blah 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 rotation or whatever. It could be a smaller orbit that's not taking like a normal like a day here on Earth or something. That's the only thing I can think of.
But it almost seemed like he was supposed to do however long he's supposed to do with the Grand Serpent, and then he would be released.
Yeah,
because he said my tour got extended, or I'm not getting off tour in time, or something like that. And so that makes me wonder, again, she's not showing, so it's not like she's been pregnant for a minute.
Granted, we don't know about his species gestation cycle.
They're human.
Esque, maybe. I mean, you look human, yes.
No, they identified him as human.
Okay.
They identified him as human when he was talking to the little floating hologron.
Upside down holocron.
Yes. That's what I'm gonna call those things holocrons because I don't have anything else.
Can you repair? No. Sorry. Oh no! Gravity.
Excuse me.
That's what I get for having fun.
I was gonna say, was it worth the joke? I personally think it was, but but yeah. So if they're supposedly human, I would assume they still have the same gestation period.
But you don't. That's true. But if he's from the future, we don't know how things medically have progressed. Okay. How people have changed. I mean, different planets affect the body differently. I mean, I'm just.
Maybe that little Tamagotchi she has is their baby, and it's like a plug and play. No, like. Okay, so. What? You're saying. So you're saying the future, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So imagine like in vitro fertilization. You freeze the eggs,
right?
And you have the sperm sample.
Yes.
They put that in the little Tamagotchi thing. That becomes the child in the device. Okay. When they are ready to actually conceive.
Okay.
They somehow transfer it from the Tamagotchi. That's what it looks like. Leave me alone. They transfer it from the Tamagotchi Neopet looking thing into her uterus.
Oh boy.
That's some 2070 anatomy right there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know what year this is. This is ridiculous. Oh, my head hurts so bad from this episode. So I counted. We went from 7 questions in the first episode
oh boy.
to 2 questions in the second episode.
Adding 2 questions.
Yes.
Not down to 2 questions.
Yes.
That's
adding. So we're at 9. We're at 9. 2 questions got answered from the first 7. So we're back down to 7. And now we have a whole new 7. Because I counted how many question marks I have on my page.
I feel like there's a lot more. But then again, this entire thing has just got a gigantic question mark. You could just put the... Yeah.
I'm starting to think that the Riddler designed this series. Because it's just one giant question mark.
Or the question.
Wow.
That's a little-known superhero from DC.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen him is in Batman Brave and the Bold. But
well, it's kind of difficult when you have the same symbol. Totally off topic at this point.
Yes.
Same symbol as one of Batman's most infamous rogues. So you're like, I'm the question. Is like, oh no, it's the Riddler. Punch.
I'm closing this because because every time I look in it,
my
I get confused.
My TARDIS is closed as well.
It
was a good episode.
Yes, it was a very good episode, and confusing in the sense that new concepts have been added. Not that the fact that the flow of the episode was really confusing or anything. I understood the fact that she jumped into a time storm and then was trying to reach each person at the same time.
Right.
And try to get answers and then talk to the Moray and have them give her answers, and they said no.
Okay, so... but correct me if I'm wrong. Going back to The Name of the Doctor with Matt Smith.
Okay.
I thought it was literally the worst possible thing for the Doctor to do because of how long he or she has lived to jump into their own time stream. Because time could literally, quote unquote, rip you apart. That is exactly what she did to solve this problem.
She jumped into just hers. It's just everything. There's time.
Yeah, she jumped into time itself.
Yeah, jeez.
But the fact that she splintered in her own time stream, I thought that was a big no-no.
Well...
Or did that get undone with the whole...
I think that got undone with the Clara thing getting in after the Great Intelligence.
Right, okay.
So, and
well,
whatnot.
Then, the next thing is, okay, so that's this big speculation that I've been seeing, is that Claire is actually one iteration of Clara.
But she doesn't look like Jenna Coleman, no.
No, she doesn't look like Jenna Coleman, but remember, her being sprinkled throughout his time stream, she's not always going to look like Jenna Coleman. He's going to perceive her as whatever he or she wants to perceive her as.
Perhaps. I don't know.
My brain.
I just long for the simpler times when docs show up, try to take over, and then they get defeated, and then...
We have Captain Jack.
I'm just talking in general.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the
just in general.
I thought you were talking about the war.
No.
Specifically.
Or when the master would come and, try to hypnotize a bunch of people and whatnot. And
yeah.
I'm the master, you will obey me. And look menacing.
Yeah.
And you use his tissue matter compression eliminator to treat people into tiny dolls.
Or little floating orbs.
I hope...
Oh, no, it wasn't orbs. It was cubes. Little cubes.
It was a mess is what that was, too.
You didn't like that?
That was a mess. Anyways... I hope by the end of this, and I know, and I've mentioned this, after this 6-episode run, they're doing for the next year, 2020. Yeah. I think they're doing specials, 3 or 4 specials. Just scattered throughout the year, probably 1 a quarter, I would imagine. That's what they did with, well, they kind of did with David Tennant. They had an Easter, and then they had something else. And then they had the 2-part finale with him finally regenerating.
Yeah. For the 3rd time that we saw David Tennant regenerate, because the first one was the hand, the second one was when Rose finds her way back from the parallel dimension, and then he just regenerated into himself again.
Yeah.
And then the third one was when he changed into Matt. So, yeah, David Tennant had 3 regenerations.
Well, he was the first. he regrew his hand because there was still residual thing there. He wasn't like he completely rebuilt himself.
So you don't consider that a regeneration?
No, I don't. I consider that just a regrowing of a hand, starfish style.
Well, considering the Doctor can't do that on a normal basis.
No, because he said he was only able to do that because he was so close to his, finishing up the regeneration in the first place. He had some left over, that he just finished off.
Ironically, they didn't go to Barcelona.
That we saw.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
we saw.
That's not how he lost his hand. They were not in Barcelona.
No. Barcelona. Sorry.
I love watching regeneration videos because I like watching the last lines of the previous Doctor and then the first lines of the new Doctor, and it's like,
oof.
New teeth. Where was I? Oh yes, Barcelona.
All right. Well, I'm thoroughly done.
Facts.
I'm gotta go. You have
thanks for joining. No, I'm just kidding.
Translation.
So thanks for joining us on watching this episode of Doctor Who. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the little bell thing so that you can so that you can keep caught up on videos as they come out. Patreon is a thing. The link is down below.
Oh my gosh, yes.
If that's all, then I believe it is bye-bye and be blessed.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.